Alright, welcome back everybody to the first official proper episode for our F1 Manager 22 career mode. In the previous episode we've just picked the team and set it up, and in this one we'll have our first race weekend as we head off to the Bahrain Grand Prix. We left it off, we had, I believe, just one day left prior to leaving to Bahrain. As you can see, 2 race weekend, 1 day. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to skip ahead to pretty much qualifying. I will, obviously if something pretty crazy happens in practice, I will show that, but basically what I'm going to do, at the end of each practice session I'll bring up the results so you can see them, and we will go from there. So I will see you at the end of practice 1.
Welcome to the archipelago of Formula One. Bahrain might have a small land footprint, but it's showing its big spirit right now in the grandstands. Either way, it's time for another fantastic weekend of Grand Prix racing. The Bahrain International Circuit is a challenging track, and the cars routinely have to brake from high gear to low to take the narrow turns. With the need for downhill braking, the risk of locking up is one drivers will need to manage. It's all about focus and balance to get victory here. At this early stage in the season, there are still plenty of opportunities for things to change. In this sport, there simply are no guarantees. There's nothing like a race weekend in Formula One.
Alright, welcome back everybody. At the end of practice 1, we are not going too bad. Yuki is very happy with his setup. Pierre was okay with it the first one, and then we went the wrong way on the second one. So we redid it again and went out for about the last 8 minutes or so, 7 minutes, something like that, on the soft tyre, and we were able to go first and third. Not bad. We did 30 laps, as you can see. Yuki did one more because I kind of goofed with Pierre, and it didn't register the fact that I changed to the soft tyre, so he was still on the hard compound tyre, so I had to pit him at the end of his out lap and swap the tyres over, so that's why he's got one less flying lap, but that's alright, or one less normal lap I guess. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how things are going so far. On that, essentially the third setup change, we are at, I think Yuki, actually let's have a look, shall we? I think Pierre's got 2 of the 5 things ready, and I think Sonoda has 1. So, slowly getting up there. But yeah, Yuki was really happy with his car. He was at like, I think, 97%. So we didn't change it much, we just sort of tweaked it to try and get the grate up to a optimal on, I think it was cornering. So we'll see in practice 2 if we went the right way or not. But yeah, overall, really good P1. So let's get into P2 and I'll see you at the end of it.
Let's take a look at the replay. Daniel Ricciardo involved here. That looked like a very nasty spin.
Two cars out. VSC, VSC.
Okay, practice 2 is over, and another good session for us. Yuki did creep a little bit closer to Pierre. I think in the first session he was closer to half a second off, now he's only 0.2 off, so that's not bad. There were a couple incidents. Ricardo had a bit of a spin, and then Yuki got tangled up with, I think it was the other McLaren, I think it was Lando, and I believe one of the Ferraris. I want to say Sainz, but I could be wrong there. So he had to come in and replace the front wing. But other than that, it was a pretty smooth session. We got Pierre's car set up to about 88%, I think it said. And Yuki, we improved it. He's up to 99% now. So we might make one tweak in FP3 to see if we can get a perfect 100% for Yuki, while we keep trying to get Pierre up to mid to high 90s. So I will catch you at the end of practice 3.
Thank you for joining us here today. Once practice is over, qualifying will be underway, and then the fight for pole begins. While many eyes may be drifting ahead to the big race, the teams and their drivers will be fully focused on the task at hand here today. Those who make the most of the free practice sessions will head into qualifying knowing that they've given it their all and done everything in their power to cement themselves a good, strong position on the asphalt tomorrow. Strap yourselves in. This is Formula One.
Really happy with that. Pierre didn't do as many laps because we did have to adjust his setup a couple times. But yeah, I'm real happy with that. We are in fine form. As you can see, Yuki is 100% confident in the setup. We've got 80% for the car parts. Yuki finished his track acclimatization, so he's perfectly happy with that, and Pierre's on 83, so all in all, pretty happy. Pretty happy. So Pierre's got a little boost on everything, and Yuki has a boost pretty much in everything, so real happy with that. So now we're up to quali. So I guess we will see how we go. I typically find it a little difficult to time this, but we'll see what we can do, eh? So I'll join you at the end of Q1, because we should get through. Alright, we are through to Q2 with both our drivers. Yuki just making it in by 0.3. He got held up pretty much on both laps, unfortunately. First by George, and then the next one by Lance Stroll. So his pace is probably masked a little bit. And Pierre had a pretty good day. So let's see what Q2 brings. I'll meet you at the end of Q2. Alright, unfortunately Yuki got eliminated. But Pierre got through. P14 for Yuki. He did improve, but not enough, unfortunately. Pierre did pretty good though. He improved as well, and he's up there in P8. The first lap we got blocked, unfortunately. But the second lap was clean for both drivers. I think they both improved, but obviously Yuki couldn't improve enough, unfortunately. How far is he? 3/10 off? 7/10 off? No, yeah, he's 3/10 off Esteban, so that's alright. That's okay. We got one through into Q3, which is pretty important, and I will meet you at the end of quali. Hopefully Pierre can maybe get in the mix with the Mercedes and the Alfa Romeos. Hopefully. We shall see. I'll see you at the end of Q3. Alright, we are going to send out now, I think. Everybody is out for their last run. And we'll see, we're currently 8th, as you can see. A couple tenths behind Valtteri. I think we'll go on board with Pierre this time. See if he can improve. So I don't think I can actually see. Oh no, I can. There we go. I can see the sectors, so we'll soon find out. Crosses the line, 23 seconds left. So everybody will make it. And I guess we can see who is doing what. We have the freshest tyres of anybody. Verstappen fastest in Sector 1. Substantially. Leclerc fastest through Sector 2, but I don't think Max is reached there yet. Gasly is slower through Sector 1. The P8 looks to be pretty safe, unless Alonso can pull out a godly lap. Okay, Perez jumps up to P3 momentarily. Leclerc goes fastest. Verstappen slower through Sector 2. Sainz improves a tiny bit and goes in front of Perez. Yeah, faster in Sector 2, so that's not terrible. So Alonso beats out Ocon, but that's it. So yeah, Verstappen could not manage it. So what lap times are they on? Oh, half a tenth. Okay, so we need to find... If Gasly can find a tenth, we'll jump George. I don't think he'll do that though. Yeah, he didn't find enough. That's alright. P8, I'm pretty happy with that. 8th and 14th on the grid for the race. He improved in every session. That's all we can ask really. But Leclerc with the pole by half a tenth. Could be an interesting race between them and Red Bull tomorrow.
Come to fight it out. It's race day.
Alpha Tauri did rather well in qualifying. Let's see if they can manage to achieve a strong start for the race itself. Although we didn't see a standout performance from Alpine during qualifying, everything's still open to them during this race. There are a few clouds here tonight, but the sky remains mostly clear. Will it stay this way, or will the weather throw a spanner in the works?
But which team has perfected the strategy that will see them prevail today, here at the Bahrain Grand Prix?
Alright, we are in the race day now. We'll set our strategy. We'll definitely be doing a one stop, I think. New stint onto the hards. Can stop on lap 26, yeah, that's fine. Actually, if we stop on lap 25... no, 26 will be... Yeah, 26 is fine for that. So we will create that strategy. So we will create strategy D for Yuki as well. He can come in the lap after Pierre.
The drivers are lined up tonight, under mostly clear skies. And there we have Pierre Gasly. They might not be in the top 3 spots, but things could change fast once the race gets underway. And behind them, there's Tsunoda. With their starting position in the back 10, they'll have their work cut out for them. The race start is mere seconds away. And this is it, the Bahrain Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Thank you, Crofty. Decent start. Although it looks like Alonso is up on the outside of us. Yep, he got around Pierre, unfortunately. So I will basically just do the race as I usually do, and if anything dramatic happens, I'll obviously show it in the video, but otherwise I'll just see you for the critical parts. Yeah, we're kind of caught in a DRS train so far. We got Gasly who's hanging on to the Mercedes and Bottas, and then Tsunoda's just chilling behind Ocon, Joe and Orlando. But you know what, I'm gonna drop this back a bit. I think we'll conserve our tyres a bit, see if we can stay in the DRS, hopefully. Oh, there you go, Tsunoda got around Norris.
That's a position gained for AlphaTauri. Let's have a look.
Watch that, I guess, probably a DRS one. Oh no, round the outside of turn 1. Nice move, Yuki. Pushes him wide. Nicely done.
They make it look so easy.
Nicely done, Yuki.
That was a big moment. The team are clearly delighted.
I think he's up to P12 now, right? Yeah, he is. Pretty good effort there. Let's see what tyres everybody is on. Everybody but us are on softs, okay? Interesting. Pierre got around George. Nice move. Watch that.
Let's take a closer look. Now look at this. It's Pierre Gasly.
They move around the outside of George.
A bold move indeed. And with that, they've gained a position. The driver's team there cheering them on.
So P5 is on the cards here. Okay, so Bottas is in, so hang on, let me now push on Pierre. Oh, there you go, Tsunoda is now in front of Esteban, so we'll push on him as well. Just see if we can not pull away, but he's still stuck behind him. Okay, back to standard then. Oh no, there he goes. Right, so we're gonna see if we can set Yuki to block the other guys maybe. If he can block for a little bit, then that'll be awesome, because that will help Pierre. Yeah, so we're gonna box both our boys now. Because I think it will be the right move for both of them. And we should be able to do this. So I'm going to put both of them on defend for a little bit, I think. And we'll see if we can come out in front of Lewis. That's going to be the critical factor, I think, if we can do that. If we can't, no biggie. But I would like to if we can. He's holding up the Ferrari, so Pierre is doing the business here. Now we're on that, so we may as well harvest for a bit. Yuki needs to harvest as well.
Copy.
Okay, Pierre is in for his stop. Hopefully he comes out in front of Lewis and George, but we'll see. Good stop. Gonna be tight, I think. Yeah, he's gonna come out in front of him. So we jumped both of them. But of course they're gonna be right on him now. In comes Yuki, the exact same thing. Hopefully he gets out in front of Vettel and Mick. Gonna be pretty tight, I think. I don't think he will. Oh, he might. No, he's not. He'll get out in front of Seb, but not Mick. Okay, that's fine. So very split strategies. Some people are on medium, some people are on hards. Anyway, let's see where we're at. Oh, Pierre got in front of Lewis there. And he got in front of... Okay.
Is that a new race position for Haas?
See if we can get him. And defend. There we go. Lewis pitted. That means George will be in reasonably soon, I guess.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
And Tsunoda is chilling with Guan Yu Zhou. Yeah, Gasly's in P5 now, so I think we'll just wait for a bit. Because there's no point in pushing the tyres or anything. I mean, what are we, 17 seconds in front of Lewis. So, yeah, we'll just keep going and hopefully see what we can do here. I think Lando's going to have to box though. Well, maybe not. Hang on, let's have a look at the tyre wear. Oh, 56, okay, so we're just the only ones, huh?
Okay, understood. The problem is so understeer, can you help me?
Pierre's tyres have fallen a little bit, but he's got 9 seconds basically on Lewis, so... Oh, there's a crash. Who wrecked? I guess we'll see that. Oh, Leclerc did, apparently.
Sounds like a few cars.
Okay, let's have a look at what happened.
Here's the replay. Okay, here's the Ferrari.
Had a go at Sergio. No, he just took him out. Okay, interesting. So Leclerc's pace might be pretty ordinary now, actually. We'll see, I guess.
Copy, copy. Okay.
Yeah, 27 seconds. Depends on how long it takes to change the wing. And if he pits, he might not bother with the lap to go. I guess we can have a look. Let's have a look. We'll watch Charles. Max starts his last lap. Is Charles gonna box? I wouldn't if I was him. And he's not, yeah. Smart boy. Smart boy. But Max Verstappen is going to win the race. We'll watch him as he comes up to the line. Unfortunately, the car behind him is not full position. So Yuki's not going to finish P2. Being a lap down in P13 for Yuki, unfortunately. But Pierre had a great race. Max takes the dub. Carlos finishes P2. And I guess Leclerc with his busted wing is going to finish P4. Yep. And all eyes really on Pierre, if he can hang on over Lewis. But I mean, 5 seconds in a corner? Yeah, I don't think Lewis, as good as Lewis is, I don't think he's going to be able to do it. So Pierre's going to come through for P5. Really good race, 30 seconds behind Karl, basically. Or 30 seconds behind the podium. That's not bad. There we go, I'm pretty happy with that. Yuki was miles behind, but he was caught in that DRS train early on, right? So behind the slower cars, I think if he was able to clear Mick earlier, he probably would have been alright. I think he might have been able to be in front of Guan Yu and maybe be challenging Esteban, but you know, Lando with a point there in P10. Good news for McLaren. Bad news if you're Haas. A very poor race for him.
Well, this weekend, Pierre Gasly flew us to the stars. I think AlphaTauri will be very pleased with that result.
Yeah, this was a really clever bit of strategy, and it's great to see that pay off. I can't wait to find out what they show us next time.
And after this result, the team is fourth in the constructor standings.
The teams now look ahead to the next round, where they'll duel it out in the sand dunes of Saudi Arabia.
Okay, so there's the race results. Verstappen, Sainz, Perez, your podium. Leclerc, Gasly finished the top 5. Hamilton, Russell, Bottas, Alonso and Norris. The last point scorer. Leclerc got fastest lap. He picks up the extra point there. Ocon finished 11, just out of the points. 2/10 out of the points, so Lando was able to hang on there. Zhou P12, Yuki P13, Mick, Danny Rick, K-Mag, Sebastian, Stroll, Albon and Nicholas Latifi rounds out the field. No DNFs. The only incident, of course, was that one between Perez and Leclerc right at the end there. Didn't really affect anything though. But yeah, I mean, Pierre's race was made by the fact that he was able to hang on to both the Mercedes and Valtteri in that first, 20 lap run or whatever, and he was helped by the fact that George stayed out for a few more laps. So thank you very much to Mercedes there, you really helped us out. And of course he played the team game by holding up the Ferraris beautifully, enabling at that time both Max and Sergio to pull away a bit, but unfortunately Carlos managed to reel Sergio back in. I say unfortunately. Unfortunately for Red Bull, fortunately for Ferrari. Overall, not too bad. The Drivers' Championship, exactly the same as the race results. Constructors, Red Bull have a 9-point lead over Ferrari. Mercedes, we are 4 points behind Merc. So far we're doing pretty good. So, Gasly gets 1,000 experience points, Yuki gets 950, we didn't use Liam Lawson. Pierre got his race bonus. We gained 2.25 million, that's not bad. Helipad has been finished. We also got our memorabilia room just before we left as well. So, but yeah, there you go. Go to email. Yeah, as you can see there, the memorabilia room was completed just before we left. Helipad construction is done, or upgrade is done I should say. Terport chair, up and coming driver. We know that. Bahrain Grand Prix email. We'll just leave it there if you want to pause and read it. I'm not going to read it all out. And then the board is saying that we are exceeding expectations. There you go. Medium speed cornering of our cars could be a bit better, and Yuki can improve a bit in defense. But other than that, we've got the Saudi Arabian race coming up in 4 days. That'll be the next episode. I don't think our scouting... Yeah, we're still scouting our drivers, or our future drivers. And I don't think we have anyone here. Thought we were scouting somebody. Who were we scouting? Were it race engineers? Oh yeah, it was race engineers. Okay, so we're scouting a couple guys. A driver, a race engineer. Yeah. So that is going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Have an awesome day. Like, subscribe, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.